Yeah, you can link it anyways. Be my guest.
This is a map of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If we want to gain access to the refinery, then it might be necessary to clear the Sentinels from the zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones.
Okay.
It seems there is a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can host more than three drones. When one zone contains no drones, then a maximum capacity neighbor will reallocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. This means that when removing the last drone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity.
Okay. Zebanit has gifted a sub to Cool XOXO Joshi.
Hail Berserker!
Hell yeah. Thank you very much. Zebanit, welcome Joshi. Have you ever inhaled speaking while doing the robot voice? Oh, you mean like the inward singing? Like, now I'm fucking singing and I'm never fucking stopping. Like that? Have I ever tried doing that? Oh god, that's nails on a chalkboard. Oh shit, whoops. Oh, I thought I took one away from there. I didn't. Okay. Alert, Zone A unsecured. Okay.
The drones have been cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect that this will be helpful.
You suspect right? Oh, it will be helpful. All right, anything else? Just this. Okay. Okay, good to go. Let's get out of here. All the way to S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's go. What up, Quim King? How you doing? Good to see you. Whoa, look at these guys.
These are a new generation of St. Clair units. They are running the latest cloud-distributed SCOS, Their armor is composed of more durable and lightweight alloys than my own. Gaining access to the facility will not be a trivial task. Indeed, it may not be possible with only the two of us. Are you prepared?
Let's hold off for now. Let's head to the Dirters. What's it called? Ah, the Batur. There it is, the Batur. Here he is.
Either you see a dog, little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answers the pots.
You the one they're looking for?
Well, so what? Lucky make the news. I want trouble, here I am. You see that dog, you send her this way.
Okay. I did see that dog, and I saw her at the for books. Yep. Was that not her? Okay.
This dog is kind of hungry.
What do dogs eat? Dog food, bruh. Dogs eat dog food. Probably gonna try and get an invite to this quack app people have been talking about. Anything's better than this. Wait, no. I don't want that. I want... Nope. Nope. There we go. Get some dog food. Hey, there we go. Grab a bag of dog food.
Thank you for your purchase.
You pour a heap of dog food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Oh, baby, she's in my party now. Bruh, it's the dog. Love that dog, bruh. Fucking game is weird, dude.
Hi! You brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Pots now, she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they'd had her.
Reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million.
Say, robot, you look familiar. You Clear Bionics unit?
I got Green Death and Vampire Survivors earlier. What does it mean and why was he trying to get Green Death? Oh, you have to kill it and then you get something out of it, Crizzle. I still haven't done that yet. I can't remember. You get you kill, if you want to know, I can tell you. Crizzle, do you want to know? I can tell you, it's kind of it's a secret thing. You do? Okay. You kill Green Death, and the only ways to kill it that we found so far are with a minecart, with the pentagram upgraded, the final form of the pentagram or whatever it's called, or one of those crosses that blink out everything, like a board clear cross. And then you'll hear a little sound after you do that. You press the up arrow on your arrow key on your keyboard, up arrow and enter right when you hear that sound, or down and enter. And you get Toasty, whatever that is. I still haven't gotten it yet, so if we have time at the end of the day, maybe I'll try. All right.
Here, clear bionics unit.
No.
Sorry about that. No.
All right then, just thought you might feel lucky in on a little gossip.
What gossip?
Laura St. Clair. She's one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase.
For what?
Well, I was hoping that robot might tell me. Anyhow, they called me lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me.
Help is just what we need.
That right.
We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand.
I done got past them fences more times than I could count. That's a good time. Even got 'em a couple grenades in my bag. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, he's gonna grenade those fucking robots? Dude.
Now that there are so many of us, we need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly.
Okay.
I'll be finished shortly. How does it feel to be back in this house, Kay?
Like I'd rather be anywhere else.
You weren't happy here before you left. I understand why. You and Catherine didn't get along. She never said it, but I know she regretted the way she spoke to you in those days. I don't mean to dwell on such difficult topics.
No, I never did. That's why I said Obsidious Blade. At the end of the day, if we have time, I might try to do it again. Oh my god, I finally had the fucking pry bar! What did it take so long?
So this is Miss Madari's house then. Lucky knew your mama a bit.
How?
She was around, seen her a time or two. She wasn't no friend of the company's neither. They'd like to have her dead.
Do you worry about yourself? He squints, grimaces, shakes his head.
Nah, these companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble.
What do you mean?
They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they building a brain.
A brain?
Hell, everybody knows they in there building a brain. All the refineries are doing that. Gonna hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're going to use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck.
Then why get in their way?
Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine.
Didn't you blow up a pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line.
Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just like causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot, we best get moving. You want to talk more, you just tap me on the shoulder.
I like this guy. I like this guy. This isn't gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyways. You attempt to wedge the pry bar between the panels of the door, but are unsuccessful. Yep, I figured. Worth a try.
I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Lego? Monkey! Oh, what? Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. Are you fucking... It's because I had too many people in my party? Son of a bitch. Fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Batour Woods. Lucky says S.H.I.E.L.D. is developing artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. Lucky shouts over the noise of the highway.
What you got, Kate?
What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Lucky knows all there is to know. What about it?
How long has the facility been in Norco?
S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantation. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in and get the land cheap. River connects straight to it. Well, our whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters. Then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. Bet they regret that idea.
Tell me about Laura St. Clair.
Laura St. Clair's the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Norco. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking they could get her to get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her.
What do you mean?
Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why is she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. Area of the lake, they got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she looking for, it ain't much to do with oil.
Tell me about Thomas St. Clair.
Thomas started a company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got a degree from LSU. Moved out to California with to make robots. Man's a billionaire. S.H.I.E.L.D. board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire bionics out from under him. Some people say she even tried to kill him.
Said they're building a brain.
She was trying to find a way to get off the oil. Too much politics in it. What they want to find in minerals where they ain't no people. Where's that? Yeah.
Lucky points up at the sky.
Out in them stars. But you can't go flying around out there without a big brain. That's why they was hoping to get Laura St. Clair's daddy, but too bad for them.
Are you from around here?
Lucky come from Vacheria right up the river. But he done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, say to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world.
How long have you had Potts?
Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath the car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like she was, but a man with some land, he wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times.
Okay. Now, to S.H.I.E.L.D.
No sentinel drones around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready?
Let's do it. Man nods. Oh, we're fighting. Okay, here we're fighting. Let's fight. Oh, shit. Oh, hopefully all I needed one, right? No, maybe not. Okay. Ah, fuck! Neo Mechasonic with the 98 man. Thank you very much, Neo Mechasonic, for the 98 months. I don't know why I did that. Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they let them more or less walk into the place. And would you take a look at that big fella?
The freight mover?
Hell of a machine. Really put on a show, one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery's ours.
Oh, back to Catherine. And the weird, this weird thing. Super Duck.
Catherine. You made it to this warehouse with Big Bird.
I sure did.
We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas,
Sup?
no stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine.
Yes.
Catherine, in the lake, you saw the stone. We saw you see the stone, but we want the stone. But it has evaded us. Super Duck is, what else? A network. A system of signals, wireless communications of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Superduck saw you see the stone because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend, convinced himself that he has faith in God, convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the garrets of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies. But his are the prophecies of a fool.
Sorry about that. I read a comment and it made me laugh. Zuckus, 104 months. When are we doing our marathon viewing of all 5 seasons of The Kids in the Hall? I don't know, man. It might be a me thing that I do, just to veg out.
Got it. Go get me my shiny stone. Hurry, before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two.
Wow. Super Duck switches tones a lot.
Go on, get me my shiny stone. What are you waiting for?
Oh, nothing. I guess we'll leave. No problem. I'm out. Bye. Can you please explain to me what... So wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was what? There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse. Yeah? That's normal to you? No. But I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. Me too, but what's this stone? You said it loves you. What was that all about? I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why does he keep calling it a stone? Stone, drone, I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention, or neither of us is getting paid tonight. I got the gist. Some internet weirdos are living in the mall and they've got the stone. That's right. Kenner John and his gang. They're keeping the stone at the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside, get the stone. Bring it back here. You got that? Go to the Vanna Mall, steal the magical stone, bring it to the giant warehouse bird. Couldn't be more clear. Beautiful. Biggest node in the network is inside this building. I don't know what the hell's going on. Super Duck is what? Yeah. What is it? Something like a virus. It infects things. Animals, trees, phones, whatever else. So what was that thing in the warehouse? A node in the network. There's a handful around the region. You use the app long enough, you get to know them. Oh, Jolly Joker, 62 months. Welcome back, Jolly Joker. And the app is for doing whatever this virus wants you to do? I don't know. Just how I keep the lights on. Who's John? The thing in the warehouse mentioned John. Kenner John. You don't know Kenner John? Never heard of him. Happy for you. He makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple religious stuff. You religious? I turned away for a while, but the cancer brought me back. No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful. Not the most orthodox preacher. Where do we find this stone? The thing Super's looking for? Promenade Mall. Yeah, no. Okay. Bye. Nope. Nope. Oh, fuck. That's right. I gotta pay for a goddamn ride. Ugh. Beep. Yes, this is a flashback. Catherine is dead in the present, but this is a flashback. Single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot. I used to come here all the time as a kid. Same. I knew it fell on hard times, didn't know how hard, though. Just how hard. The drainage canal forms a moat around the parking lot, dividing it from its commercial neighbors. Alright, let's just go in the front door. Ah, fuck. Some kind of recruitment video plays on the monitor above the entrance. Imagery flashes across the screen, punctuated by text. 3 geometric shapes. Find all 3. A name tag that reads Garrett pinned to a crayon blue shirt. Earn the badge. A tower circled by scaffolding. Find salvation in the stars. Scale model is encased in glass. The plaque at its base reads ARC. What do you think that is? Hard to say. Almost looks like an oil rig. Or a spaceship. Or both! Oh! Because they're gonna go into space. Get some oil in space. Hey, dude, I'm usually not really into adventures, but you make it really entertaining. Well, thank you, Dostai. Dosti. Appreciate that. 2 teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, lacks shoes, and wears a blue-collared shirt with a name tag reads Garrett. The older of the 2 eyes Catherine indifferently. Yeah. Is the mall open? Been a long time since I come by this mall. Still open? Two boys snicker.
Not for you.
Either of you gentlemen care to help us into this place?
No one's gonna help you. You have to help yourself.
Is this how you live your life? Walk around parking lots of the rain asking for help? More or less.
This time you take responsibility for yourself.
Lift, become strong.
You get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag.
No more soft drinks. I hate soft drinks. Then don't drink them.
You need to be more initiated before you can even consider letting you in.
Initiated how? Humorous.
How many readings have you collected?
3.
Bullshit. Then tell me how many days the art took to complete.
6 years. It took Noah about 60 years to build his ark.
Not Noah's Ark, lady. You have no idea what's going on around here.
Guilty.
You need to pull yourself together. I can help you, but first you need to help yourself.
How?
Sad.
Sad.
Really sad. So listen, John's got an Apple Key, and you install it if you have any hope of making it your way in here. And once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral.
Cathedral?
The place where the divine object resides. Don't talk about that with Sid, moron. What's the app called? What app? The one you just mentioned 2 seconds ago. To get into the mall? Oh, John's Kenner book? Or no, it's
Kenner's John Apocryphon.
That's it. Kenner John's Apocryphon. Install that shit.
Catherine pulls out her cell phone. Done.
Congrats. You're on your way to being less of a fuck up.
How do we use the app?
It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's scriptures around town.
Sculptures?
Oh, sculptures, whoops. Virtual sculptures. You can only see them on your phone. There's 3. Find the sculpture, scan it with your phone. Learn some shit.
The first is in Bruce's yard.
Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is a Garrett now. Show some respect.
Each one will give you a clue about the next.
You're just giving the whole thing away.
She will not collect them all, Garrett. No need to worry.
Yeah, true. The last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to friend.
Who? Just open the app while standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll see friend. What's with the name tags? You work here or?
No.
Both tags say Garrett. Do you both have the same name?
No.
Yes.
Look, this is like some spiritual shit. We can't just tell you about it.
We did it to taunt Gooch.
Dude, come on! Didn't even do the app thing yet! It's some spiritual shit! Just do the app thing and then you'll know the truth or whatever!
Where are your parents?
I don't know. Watching Jeopardy or some shit? You got some candy for us or something?
Give me a ride to basketball practice.
Glad we got this gate to protect us.
Where'd you say we... Oh, we already know that one. What's that thing in the case?
That thing is our ticket to Mars. Knew it.
How many people can fit in there? That's just the toy version, stupid. The real one is like 500 feet tall. 114 feet and 6 inches. Oh, I was close. Yes, Garrett. All right, bye. These guys are great. I love these guys. Oh, should probably be out in the parking lot. Oh, that must be friend. Let's see.
I am friend.
Garrett said to speak to you. We don't know where to find the first sculpture.
The first reading of John. Not far. In a yard.
What are you?
I am friend.
Okay. Oh, okay. What the fuck? That's Keith? Who? Keith Broussard. Guy I went to high school with. Where'd you go to high school? Destrehan. Destrehan's right down the street. Not so odd you'd see him here. In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night. Guess I've been on the Zap too long. Seems fine to me. Keith? Kate. All right, sister. Thought that was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm, working. Me too, working on a case. Starting me a little news website. What's this website? Ain't got a name yet, still trying to come up with something cool. Keith's News Alert or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What are you investigating? Trying to get at the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Heard they got small boys coming in and out. Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Guys who run the operation looks about as much like a pervert as you can picture. Kenner John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about Kenner John? Well, thank you, Mr. The Best One. I appreciate that. I know he's got a starting position in the comment section of New Orleans News and Views. He go in there and say, learn how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. I should keep moving. Maybe I'll come back later and see how the case is going. I like that, sister. Come pass by. Why don't I see you around so often these days? Staying busy. Mind me asking you something? Just a thing I find myself wondering about. Sure. Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? You kept his name. Figured it couldn't have been all bad, just something I wonder. Well, wonder about something else. Hey, forget I asked. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. Then go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. A half-eaten bag of potato chips sits beneath the car. That's it. Isn't it? Small plastic case device lies in the grass. What is that thing? Had to guess, I'd say it was a tracker. Don't know what use it is lying in the mud. 4-door mid-size SUV, an older model, well maintained. Light pours from the partially open garage door. Oh. First reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Let's see. What shall we do?
What about this? Early? No, that's too much of one thing. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. Wait a minute, am I on the right fucking thing here? I am, okay. Okay, let's turn that. Nope, how about that? How about that? Ooh.
Oh, I like that. There we go. Early years you spend inside, TV on, Dad blaring the games. Says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner is the only place on earth. Nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien, the house is a prison. Only escape through fiber lines. Someone in the forum posts a flyer for the show. Somewhere to meet people. Something to do. Whatever. You borrow your dad's car and go. Step into St. Somewheres, and you immediately know. These aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi. You throw the first punch. Things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Shit. My second camera isn't working, buddy. Oh boy. What would you say to the audience? Would you kiss them on the mouth like, I'm sorry, what? Oh, here. Would you like your dining ear? There you go. Delicious. Fucker loves my ear, man. Just loves it. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack. You fall to the ground. They think you're dead. You're unconscious for 12 days. You wake up with a slouched mouth on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum.
Did you guys get that? I didn't get a lot of it. I'll be honest with you. I sort of get it. It's like an incel thing. Catherine crouches and peers beneath the garage door. Sports commentary blares from a television in the far corner. She studies the space beyond the threshold. A compressor, ice chest, tackle boxes, stacks of cardboard, buckets of bolts, and a welding scrap. Kitchen supplies, a butane stove, laundry baskets filled with cans of cat food, an old candle burned to its base and tipped onto the floor. Stacks of disintegrating newspaper, a microphone stand, a collection of shadeless lamps lined against the wall. as if awaiting a firing squad. Situated amidst the clutter, a man in a red folding chair watches the television, his back turned away.
What are you doing?
Just... Catherine steps into the garage. Wait here. Catherine regains her posture beyond the door. The man doesn't notice her. Sports commentators analyze a touchdown. The man watches with rapt attention, his head craned. Commercial break. A helicopter view of the Houston Astrodome. An advertisement for detergent. A silly dog spills the plate of fries and ketchup. Everyone is smiling by the end, petting the dog. The mother is old. She sits in the domestic light of her daughter's home. They hold hands. The guitar plays a hopeful song. The daughter helps the mother with her wardrobe. It cannot stop the progression of the disease. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. The severity of the side effects may increase with dose, weight gain, loss of appetite. Daughter helps mother with her shoes. The daughter looks up into the camera. Thank you, the mother says, her eyes a theater of affection. The daughter smiles, holding her mother's feet. You're welcome, Mom, the daughter helps. The mother from the chair and out the door into the golden, brilliant daylight. The branding fades in and the commercial ends. The man rubs his nose, then picks it, then rolls his head. He turns his head over his shoulder toward the garage door, looks at Catherine, turns back towards the television. He turns again quickly and jumps in his chair.
What the?
Catherine lifts both hands, palms out. Sorry to startle you.
Hell you in my garage for? This is about Bruce, isn't it?
Yes.
Ever since he got himself mixed up with that internet freak, people like you been coming by asking about him. I keep saying the same thing. I don't talk to him. Can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together at the plant in Norco, but he goes out of his way to avoid me. Of course, he landed a computer job while I'm busting my ass with a torch all day. Won't even look his daddy in the eyes.
My kid, she left. She never came back. It's hard.
Hard, all right. Can't focus on nothing around here. Always waiting for him to call. Even started digging through all these boxes looking for a little stuffed monkey he carried around as a kid.
Sounds just like my daughter.
Figured I could give it to him as some kind of peace offering.
What would you tell him if he ever came back?
Hell, I don't know. Got some sense?
Guess I'd say,
Bruce, you're my boy. And this here's your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That cult shit, that Garrett shit, let it go. Just come back home. That's what I'd say. If you see him, if you see Bruce, would you tell him that? Hell, you can even record it and hang on to it until you see him. He blocked my number. I can't get a word to him.
I don't have anything to record with.
Come back when you do. I'll repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on. Get out of my garage. Wow. That is not what I expected. I'm ready to retire. Okay. First reading mentions St. Summer's bar downtown. Okay. St. Somewhere's. Holy shit. $15.95. God damn it. Zeke, you don't washing machine. I like that. How's the game so far? White Noise, it's great. Great little point and click with lots of twists and turns, but really, really swell use of the language, you know?
Small group gossips conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all the vaguest details. A love triangle. Too much whiskey. Someone kicked the wall in a fit of rage. St. Somewheres, once a modest neighborhood bar, has moved through a succession of subcultural clientele over the past decade. First came the squatters who took up residence in nearby homes damaged by hurricanes or simple neglect. The squatters attracted the punks brought the hipsters, so on. It now exists in a subcultural estuary, only one change of ownership away from becoming an upscale wine bar. Oh man, my stomach still doesn't feel right. Ugh. Oh, that hot dog finally catch up to you? The past couple hours have been the worst experience of my life. Why'd you let me eat that thing? Seemed fresh to me. They were a little gray, but otherwise they seem fine. Yeah, that's what I thought too. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? Well, you found one. That's good. No, I didn't find one. Then what'd you do? You don't want to know. Yes, I do. You give me bad vibes, you know that? You want to know how I dealt with insane explosive diarrhea I got because of you? Is this some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men and eating old gray hot dogs most nights, or this is a special occasion? Special occasion. And then you follow them around to see where and how they took a shit? Is what you do with your weeknights? Yes. I'm here, aren't I? All right, fine. I'll tell you. Just remember, you asked. So after you leave the French Quarter, I'm standing there with flannel ass, enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something wrong in my stomach. Run up the street to use the bathroom in some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. At that point, I'm desperate. I unlock my bike and start riding home as fast as I can and nearly run over a couple of pedestrians. I'm on Elysian Fields in St. Claude, major intersection, tons of traffic, backed up for about a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know I'm gonna shit myself, it's coming, I'm in a state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. I need privacy fast. So there's a stretch limo Hummer pulled to the side of the road with people hanging out on the sidewalk next to it. Looks like high school students, like maybe they're getting ready to go to a dance or something. They're all congregated on one side of the limo, like on the sidewalk. I'm in the street on the opposite side. So I drop my bike right there in the street and sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there. They're all outside. I don't think twice. I just pull my pants down and let loose. In the limo. In the fucking Hummer limo. It's, there's a lot of it. It's taking a while. Should I keep going? You still enjoying yourself here? Yes. Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, this kid shut the door. And the driver climbs in and all the lights at the rear of the limo go out, so I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown, I don't know. But at this point, it's just me and him. There's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It'd be pretty hard for the driver to see me with the lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife or girlfriend or whatever as he drives away. He thinks the limo's empty. He's got it on speakerphone and I can hear the whole conversation in the speaker right next to my head. First thing he says is how bad those kids stink. Say he'll never drive young kids like that again. Said they smell like baby diapers. Then he starts having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launch into it, saying what they want to do to each other, all this stuff. Not like that's the biggest deal in the world, but for reasons I won't go into, I just really didn't want to be in there anymore. I try to open the door thinking, fuck it, I'll just jump out. But the door is locked. I check the others, they're all locked. Crawl up to the window and start tapping on it. Sir, you forgot me. Hangs up the phone, cracks the little tinted window. Who the hell are you, he asks. I'm one of the kids, you forgot to drop me off. He starts shouting, what is that smell? What is that smell? My heart is beating out of my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police. Again, I can hear the entire conversation. Operator asked him what the problem is. He said a man broke into his limo and took a shit in it. Just like that. A man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. They ask him his location. He pulls off to the side on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I'll pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? Of course. All right, so here's what gets me. Oh, I get an achievement for listening to the whole thing. Nice. So here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, a squad car pulls up behind the limo within like 3 minutes. At this point, I can't even explain to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. The man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and just start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There's a construction dumpster a block away. I run like lightning towards that thing, dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline's coursing through my veins. I burrow down into the heap of trash like a mole and hide. I can hear the police siren. Squad car stops at the dumpster. They get out, look around, the shining light right on me. I stay perfectly still, hold my breath. They leave. I wait a couple of minutes. I climb out. I walk here. I take another shit. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, hot dogs. That was a story. That was a great story. Wait a minute. Is that does that look like a dude from Hotline Miami? Looks like an old version of a dude from Hotline Miami. No cover tonight. No cover tonight, just chicken IDs. Looking for a sculpture. That ring a bell? I'm talking about the douche little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of them mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm the mother of a Garrett. My condolences. I'm a father myself. Would hate to see my kid get wrapped up in that kind of thing. So anyway, here's what I know. They got some game they play on their phone. They stick their device around town like Easter egg, and they find a device, scan them with their phone. Something like that. Not sure of the details. They hit one right outside the bar, so we had this little mall Nazi come by every night. But last night, ditch man came and grabbed it. Ditch man? He lives over by the mall. He's usually hanging around over by the ditches, feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Bell vouches for him, so we must be all right. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. What's the ditch man? The ditch man lives all the way out in Canada. Why is he coming around here for? Hell de vole with the 10 months. I'm late to ER, so I only have 5 great runes, but I still feel like common field bosses are usually harder than main ones. Margaret was a disappointment, to say the least. Oh, really? You're saying, wait, Margot or Margit? Margit was, as far as I remember, Margit was pretty tough. Depending on what you're using to fight with, though. The bosses get harder, don't worry. He buys stuff off of Bell. What kind of stuff? Man glances down at Catherine's shoes. Why do you care? I'm just looking for a way. Just looking for a way into the mall. Say this. Ditch man gets stuff from here. Takes it to the mall. I think he's selling it to those little Nazis. What's going on inside? It's bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Crowd seems. Catherine glances around and then to Dallas. Different than I'd expect. What are you looking at me for? Just, don't you agree? What? Bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce? So I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen to is Christmas music. Christmas music. That's it. That's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Don't even start! Over here having bounce night for a bunch of white kids. So now it's a problem all of a sudden? Because you all listen to music? This is all you listen to is Christmas music? Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where you from, Stinky? Minneapolis. Enough said. Christmas music, yeah, it's kind of creepy. That's all you listen to. Creepy? I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to you about what's creepy. Whoa, boys. Boys, Christmas music is cozy, helps me relax. That's cool, man. It's fine. Goddamn. Why does John's gang call the cops on you? I don't know. They try to get every show I book shut down. Maybe because they have nothing better to do. Okay, fine. Head back to the stupid mall. Running out of money, goddammit. Oh, I guess I'm getting paid still. Okay. Let's walk over to the drainage canal where... Hey, there we go. Beep boop. Beepity boop bop. Oh. Second reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John.
Was this the one? Leave the hospital and discover faith, that immaterial essence. Pray, Garrett, pray in the closet during football games. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts find you. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. Some kind of joke. Doesn't matter, you're Garrett too. 33 Garretts in all. Garrett worked in the basement below the council chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett... Oh. I think my lady's lighting up her bong and it smells like a fart. Garrett plugged one in, used it as a server. That's how Garrett hosted sermons in the sky. He projected videos of a guy he found online. Said he grew up in Kenner just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat of Promenade Mall and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. He spoke these things on, oh Jesus Christ.
Fuck me. Dude, I almost shit my pants. That fucking guy creeped up out of nowhere.
Well, what do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he?
Can I help you?
Catherine, dear, it is I who might be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come to see me. Waiting in the ditches. Waiting. No trouble there, child. Happy to do it.
Yo, what up, Nicodemus? Hey, nameless soul with the 5 months. 5 months of subbing.
You need access to the mall. Here I am, delighted to assist.
The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck.
And you even wear the stone of Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are an image of her beauty.
Why are you here?
We were neighbors once upon a time. Don't you remember? I've only come to help, as neighbors do.
Catherine shakes her head. What is this?
It is my responsibility to guide you and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She is well.
Excuse me? Can you tell me what all this is about?
It's about a boat. A boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John. That little shrimp. That little sad boy. I'll be your guide into the mall. The sanctum of the Garretts.
Catherine turns to Dallas. This man, I think, has been following me.
To help you, to help. I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man, they say, an asshole. He wouldn't let you papa near you. Well, here I am. I came to tell you, you needn't worry about Kay.
Keep her name out of your mouth. Slap!
Because she'll be home. Perhaps too late for you. Dying, they say, from becoming to being, the philosophers say.
Where did you see my daughter?
Walking through California, like it were Galilee. Her robes frayed, splendid, divine, child of Christ.
No. Not getting in a ditch with this guy. Fuck no.
There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else? Anyone who will help?
I don't want your help. I don't want you to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear?
I have all the time in the world, Catherine. But you, dear, you do not. I am not here to frighten you, to harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this mall. Patience is a virtue of your papa. I am your only way in.
Dallas leads Catherine from the canal. Let's go find this last sculpture. We don't need his help.
I know him.
That is so creepy. The old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Sound like a stalker. I don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here?
What, you think I invited them?
I don't know, maybe.
I'm just as confused as you are.
The old man squats near the flooding ditch with an easy grin, his robe whipping in the wind.
Say the word, dear Catherine. I'm your only way into this mall.
Fuck you. Right. Oh, hold on. Maybe we can ask friend. Yo, Azrael DR, thank you for the 51 months. The last reading has me stumped.
Discovering the true third reading of John is the most challenging. I could not help Gooch from the second reading of John. John spoke of these things on the server beneath the council chambers as he did above the concrete in the New Orleans sky. Basement sky.
Council chambers. Talking about City Hall. That's downtown. Shit. Oh. Yeah, give me the gator case. I like the gator case. Beep beep. Thunder scream. Give me a thunder scream for 41 months with a scream. What's this? A free sub with Twitch Prime? Indeed it is. That's the clinic. Wait a minute. No! God damn it, just fuck off. Oh, there's City Hall. There we go. Knew it was around this way somewhere. Yep. Yep, I know. Huh. The Garrett sent us. Nah. Here because of Ken or John. A lot of people pass through in the evenings waiting to take a picture of them from the roof or whatever the hell. None of them look like you two. Follow my gut here. We're serious. Training to become Garrett's. Why? They're in Ken or John's favor. Guys lost a few marbles along the way, right? Makes sense to me, okay. What up, alias? How you doing? Whole city's lost its mind. Listen, there's some funny stuff that happens in the building at night. If you're just thinking you walk up a roof, it's not like that. Careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator's out, and so the stairwell lights. Okay, I enter the building. Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell, long unmarked hallway. Extends her left. The exit is at her back. Catherine wanders the hallway until it terminates at the council chambers. The door is shut. The lobby is behind her. Oh my god, Zork! We're doing fucking Zork! Catherine enters the elevator corridor. The following display reads above. Above the elevator reads, stairwell is head. To the stairwell. Go up. Okay. Go up. Go up. Go up. Catherine climbs floor 10, the final level. She sighs heavily. This is killing me. An exit sign casts an obscure red glow over the area. Ahead is a steel door with panic bars. Mounted to the wall beside it is a magnetic card reader. This must lead to the roof. It's locked. What? Fuck. That is a fire hazard. OSHA's gonna have a fucking field day with this fucking piece of shit place. All right. Catherine enters an unlit office. She tries the light, no power. A window looks beyond Duncan Plaza towards the French Quarter. Okay. Great. Nothing. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's why. I need the card from the ditch man. He probably has the way to get in there. Well, this sucks. It's gonna take all my money just getting around. Wait, text message. What now? From Superdeck, Catherine, we will send you an advance to your wallet in order for you to complete the mission. Please do not waste our time. Fucking, you can do that the whole time? Just fill up my bank account, goddammit. Say the word. I'm saying the word. I'm your only way into this mall. Oh, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Okay. Who the fuck is this? A woman with an exhausted expression sits on a bucket with a forgotten cigarette burning in her fingers. Are you one of the nerds that comes around here to play with puppets? I am. I came by to watch a puppet show earlier this evening. Let me ask you this. Why do that here? There's people trying to keep a low profile under this bridge, you understand? Burning all these wacky puppets on here, and the cops come by. We don't need that. Go play with your puppets somewhere else. Chased away from my last spot. I'm not trying to deal with that again. Where's your last spot? The mall in Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. He was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place until the boys showed up. They chased us out, threatened to report us, little bastard. That guy John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him. Yo, hi Blank, I'm Dad. 42 months, good to see you back here. Newly refurbished Art Deco structure glows beyond the overpass. They turned the charity hospital into art lofts. Disgusting. Oh, we already fucking saw that. Yep. All right. Ah, here we go. I can go into the basement. Oh shit, there's a person here. A fading fluorescent bulb strobes in the hallway to her left. The stairwell is at her back. Go left. Catherine turns the corner and immediately meets the stare of a man squatted on the ground in the stuttering light of the hallway. Is he taking another shit? Is that guy? Is it this guy? I won't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? Man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes a receipt from his shirt pocket with a note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planter, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he'll hide. In the darkness are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps in the elevator will clear the mistake. The first number in our sequence is the floor above the council chambers, third most distant from the sky. There are 11 floors, should one count the basement. Our second number is that which makes an even divide. First number in our sequence is above the council chambers. Third most distant from the sky, so the 7th floor? Because there's 10 floors, 11 if you include the basement. So, second number is that which makes an even divide of 11 floors. Five. And the third is just above it, 5th from the sky. Wait. I mean, like, well, 3rd from the sky would be, oh, it would be 8, 10, 9, 8 would be 3rd from the sky, right? Because 10 is closest, yeah. So 8, 3rd one from the sky is 6. Okay. Bye. What about the eye in the sky? He's looking at you. He can read your mind. Oh. Oh, shit, fuck. Wait a minute, what? Oh, darkness. Okay, okay. Do so in the order I say. So 8, 5, 6 then. So I gotta go. I don't. I thought I put the numbers in there, but whatever. No! Damn it! There it is. She feels the touch of a distinct touch of another's hands. Startled, she gasps, withdrawing her own. What is it? Someone is here. Dallas speaks into the darkness. Hello? Stairwell is silent over the decaying echo of his voice. All right, go down to 5. Wait a minute, what? Banana Palm with the 21. Thank you very much, Banana Palm. Welcome back. Howdy to you. The first number, the floor above the council chambers. Oh my God. Third most distant from the sky, you fucking idiot. Most distant from the sky. It'd be floor 2 then, right? Because if you count the basement. Basement is first. Lobby, first floor is second. Second floor would be third. Okay. Okay. There we go. Boom. It begins to pull Catherine slowly toward the door. She grabs Dallas, attempting to resist. Catherine! The hand jerks her violently to the floor. Dallas attempts to intercept the figure in the dark, but only meets the wall. Hey! He slaps the wall. Tell me who the fuck is there! His echo trails off into the extremities of the stairwell. As Catherine looks up from the ground, a light switches on high above them. Dallas, help me. Help me up, please. Dallas recovers Catherine from the floor as she hangs her arm over his shoulder. You're not in any kind of shit to be doing this, any condition to be doing this shit. I know it. I see a light. She gestures weakly. Up there. I'll carry you. No, it's fine. Let's just go find this planet or get to the roof. Whatever it takes to be done here. Go up. Yep. A man sits at the desk facing the window. He looks back at Catherine, looks away. Office is closed. Trying to get to the roof. I see. Any chance you could help? You don't look like the other ones, I'll say that. Excuse me? Where's your shirt? Planner dismisses Catherine with a wave of his hand and points toward the coat rack near the door. Keycard's hanging on the rack. Turns to his original posture facing the window. Catherine grabs the keycard. Bye. Catherine scans the ID badge, pushes open the door. Need to sit down for a moment. Of course. Dallas gestures to a nearby air conditioning unit. Let's sit. We made it! Getting too old for this. Running around like this on my 49th birthday, what a life. Birthday? Today's your birthday? Today is my birthday. At least it's memorable. No question there. You alright? I'm fine, just need to breathe for a minute. That was strange. Can never be normal with Super. Always gotta be some shit like that. So why keep doing it? I don't know. Dallas lifts his hand in resignation. Not much else, really, not anymore. What would you rather be doing if you could? What I'd like to do is be home with my daughter and my grandchild. Where's home? Holly Grove, right near the canal. They started staying with me a few months back. They liven up the place. Kids do that. You got any? Son and a daughter, 2 years apart. Still at home? My younger one, I can't get him out of the house. But my daughter, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Thought maybe when I was diagnosed she'd come around, but she never did. Catherine looks towards the westbound traffic. No, she never did. Hurts to be dropped like that. Sometimes it hurts worse than more time passes. I just know I won't see her before I die, and that... It does. It does hurt. It hurts, and then you die. Two of them laugh. It's not all bad. Just hope there's something on the other side.
There is. I know there is. The ones I hurt and I left behind, I'll see them there. I'll get to apologize.
Amen. Let me ask you the same question you asked me. Why you keep doing this? Not a lot of runners our age.
Long story. This is my first time on the app, but things have been interesting for a while now. I tried to have a straight job once upon a time, but that didn't last too long.
Yeah, why not?
Let's just say I lied on my resume.
Nearly everyone you meet is a story like that in this line of work.
Nothing special about me then.
Wouldn't say that. The old man in the ditch thinks you're special.
Let him think it.
So you figure this last sculpture around here somewhere?
Said something about being in the sky.
I haven't saved in a piece. In a piece, y'all. Oh, well, fuck. All right. Distant traffic glides across the Mississippi River. Okay. Oh. I guess I can look up now. Sure. Third Apocryphon, third reading.
No. It's this one. There we go. New Orleans is a pit, and Garrett's stuck in it. New Orleans is the lowest world. A messenger visits John, tells him about the early faithful now living in the cavities of the Martian moons, tells him there's a way to commune with them through the Adamic language of angels and spellcasters and others who know God's mind. There is a chrism, a fluid that John must imbibe. It's in an egg that floats in the sky. John is blessed with a plan to escape the low world's reach. The Garretts must build a spacefaring ark, a vessel with which to leave this earth. Having imbibed the chrism, John may ascend beyond the world, a distortion of the low world, and listen for the twilight language. Two Garretts work together at Stennis. John appoints them to oversee the task. They soon find other engineers sympathetic to their plan. The Garretts labor for 708 days, and in that time the ark is complete. All that remains is the egg, which holds the chrism to know God's mind.
So is that it? We found all three?
Let's go and ask kids at the mall. All right, there's numbers I gotta write down here real quick. 12 days. $33 Garretts. Okay. Beep bloop. Oh, I can't order. I gotta get out of here. Okay. How about now? Beep boop. Meep meep. Oh shit. Nah, he's coming with. Yeah, he's coming with, guys. He's coming with. What's the goal in this game? It's a story game. So, like, to finish the story. I guess. It's like, what's the goal of this book? Finish the book, I guess. If you're asking what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to get in this mall. Because inside this mall, there's a guy I need to talk to named John Denver or something. Fuck, everybody's gone? Where'd they go, those two little shits? Where'd they go? Hell. Why do we just waste our time? We have to get in here. Only one option comes to mind. The creep in the ditch? Afraid so. This night, I hate it. Fucking seriously, dude? No ditch man, no scum, see? Did all this for nothing. Fuck's sake. Hi. Yeah. We need your boat. Oh. His face is pure glee. How wonderful. A boat ride into John's fucking skull. We'll live inside it. Calm down. Keep your distance. Lower your voice. We need the boat, not you. The mall. John's skull, John's skull. The boat is just a little further down the canal. Let us go and visit the sanctum of the Garrets. And back to Catherine. Okay. I'm gonna save it. Right there. We're gonna take our break, and I'm going to, let's see here. There we go. Call it quits for the day. Give my voice a little break. I think we'll finish it up tomorrow, first thing. No. Just fucking get out of here. What are you doing? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? I have to sign in to quit? Fuck you, Xbox. It's so stupid.